It's Mommy, and I am practicing with my new sort of camera microphone setup that I have cobbled together from buying a bunch of stuff on eBay. Love eBay. Because, as some of you may know, I am going to Toy Fair in New York. And the reason it's just me and Gracie is not accompanying Mommy on this trip is because it is a trade show. It's an actual business trade show, and no one under the age of 18 is admitted. It doesn't matter if you are a 10-year-old toy reporter. Doesn't matter. They would not let her in. But don't worry, Gracie and I have a whole plan about how I'm going to come home every night and we're going to review the footage and you know, I'll get her thoughts on it. So, and she and I will be in constant electronic communication about everything that I see. So I'm really, really excited. But one of the reasons that I'm really, really excited is I love trade shows, and that's why part of the title of this video is Trade Show Geek. I have, throughout my different careers in life, I have gone to trade shows in a number of capacities. I've been an exhibitor at a trade show. I've just walked trade shows for fun to learn about stuff. I've gone as a consumer to buy things at expos. I've gone as an attendee, as a press person to write about things. This is, if you don't count Comic-Con, this is my first time actually going as a press person, actually record interviews, although we did do that at Comic-Con last year. I've gone as a business person hawking a new business idea and also surveying people and getting information from exhibitors on their thoughts on the business, and also networking and making friends and taking names and numbers and all that kind of good stuff. And I love trade shows. I love trade shows, I love conventions, I love expos. And so my favorite things about trade shows are, the first thing is, for those of you who are going to Toy Fair, look for me. If you are there, if you're a toy press person and you're going to be at Toy Fair, or if you're an exhibitor, be looking for me, because I will be at every booth somehow over the course of the 4 days. But I'm a hyper social person, which is, I think, one of the reasons that the whole YouTube thing happened when I had to retire, and Gracie said, let's do a YouTube channel, because it actually gives me a social outlet, especially at times when I'm too ill to leave the house or even get out of bed. I can still talk to my peeps, you know, who most of you are kids, but that's cool. And so I'm a very social person, and so walking up to complete strangers for days on end and just saying, hi, I'm so-and-so, what do you do? This is what I do. Hey, let's talk about stuff. Let's make friends. Let's talk about where we're from. And I love that because, you know, sometimes in the real world, my hyper-social behavior, you know, might make some people uncomfortable, might embarrass people that are with me, because I am that person who, you know, like your grandma, who will just start talking to anyone standing near her online in a store, because it's far more fun to talk to somebody and get to know them while you're standing online than it is to just, you know, stare at the gum display for 10 minutes. So that's, you know, that's me. I love to go to parties where I don't know anybody. I love dinner parties where they kind of sit you next to people that you don't know. And I love getting to know people. So, trade shows are the quintessential event to get to know people and get to know about what they do and what they're passionate about. And I love that. So I'm so excited. So excited. And the next thing I love about trade shows, swag, baby. Swag. I'm going to put a flashing swag right here. What is swag, Mommy? A lot of you think you know what swag is, and swag has a number of different meanings. But in the world of trade shows, expos, and conventions, swag is free stuff. So when you go to different booths, often they will have swag. Now, back in the day, before the last recession we had here in the US around 2008, prior to that, the swag thing was in full force in the world. And especially during the computer show days, like I'm talking in the 90s, because I'm old. I mean, you used to go to computer shows in the 90s and like everybody gave you a t-shirt. I mean, everybody. I mean, I don't even bother to go to computer trade shows anymore because nobody gives you free t-shirts and sippy cups, and I mean, it was everything. And I love pens. Like, I will come home with like 500 pens from a trade show or an expo. I love pens. I used to get sippy cups and post-it notes, and it's just crazy. tote bags. And that's still a thing, although not as much of a thing as it used to be. Certainly at conventions and expos, the amount of free swag has come down, but at trade shows, there still is a bit of swag. And seeing that this is the toy fair, I am certainly hoping that there will be some toy-related swag, whether it's just branded logo items from Hasbro, Spin Master, WowWee, Mattel, whoever, Funko, but whatever it is, I love swag, and I love pens. So really, if it's just a pen, I'm there. Tote bags, I love swag. Love, 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 love swag. Of course, the funny swag is whenever you go to business, like just sort of business, like, because most of my life I was in some way involved in commercial buildings, whether it was a facilities manager, whether it was real estate management, building management, operations management within the commercial real estate business. And so pens, yeah, lots of pens, and the ubiquitous squishy stress ball, because people who are in the building maintenance or commercial real estate fields have a very high level of stress in the day-to-day world. Gee, I wonder why my MS nearly took my legs away from me. It would be stress and MS, bad. So yeah, the squishy balls. So, I mean, if there's squishy balls at Toy Fair, I'll take them because I'm not proud and I am a swag fiend, but I'm hoping it's not every table has a squishy ball. So what else do I love about trade shows? I love just, well, obviously seeing all the new stuff before it gets to the stores is really cool. And again, at Toy Fair, I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna see stuff before it gets to the store. So that's really exciting, but I love the new ideas. I love going to the big booths, and I'm already working on getting my appointments to go to the Mattel booth, and I'm already got my invite to the Hasbro showroom, and I'll be visiting the WowWee showroom and the Spin Master folks. So I'm really excited to see the big stuff. But there's a lot of these little booths. And little booths, see, little booths are, I've worked some little booths in my life, and it's like you pretty much take the last pennies you have in your savings and maybe borrow from your grandma or your Uncle Bob to pay for this little box-sized booth that's, you know, smaller than most people's bathrooms. And you have gotten this booth at this trade show because you have a product or an idea or a business that you really want to succeed, and you're so passionate about it that you've taken all of your time and your heart and your soul and money that you've borrowed from people and poured it into this concept. And now you are praying that it catches on and that buyers will buy it and put it in their stores, or that people who are in the position to avail themselves of your services will sign a contract with you. And it is exhilarating to be in that position of being that exhibitor in that tiny, tiny space, and every person that walks up to that booth could be the one. And it's so exciting. It's so exciting, and it's also can be really disappointing. But even if the experience doesn't end up, you get no leads and you sell nothing, and still, even after all of that, there's still an exhilaration of, I did it. I gave it my all. I put myself out there completely. And it didn't work out, but I'm glad that I did it. And I love visiting those booths because I love the passion and the creativity of those exhibitors. And I just get such a charge from talking to them, and their energy is so beautiful and exciting. And I just, and you know, when it's a trade show or an expo, especially when it's kid related, those people are usually parents who are inspired by their own children, and so that just adds a whole other layer of for me. I'm really excited about that. Going to meet some people in person for the first time that I'm really excited about because I've talked to them, and they represent some brands that I really love, and that's my phone ringing, and I'm not going to cut. I'm just going to keep going because I've got editing to do. And so I'm really excited to meet some of those people. I'm so hoping that if you are a toy reviewer or a doll reviewer on YouTube and you are watching this video and you are going to Toy Fair to cover the event, if you would please comment or contact me and let me know, because I would love to meet you. There are some toy reviewers that I really, really enjoy watching you, and it would be so cool to meet you in person. So I'm excited about that too. I'm excited to meet other people who write about toys and vlog about toys and sell toys and buy toys, and it's Toy-a-palooza! Oh my god! So trade shows and expos are actually really hard for me because of my MS, because it's basically walking. I've tried Comic-Con with my walker to take some of the burden off of my legs, but it's very hard to get around in a trade show with a walker. So I kind of bring my cane just in case, and I just have to take frequent breaks, and I can't do the whole day every day. And so, you know, that's the downer, but I get to go, so that's really cool, and being there at all is actually really exciting for me. And Miss Robin is coming along, and she is going to be our videographer and photographer for the event, and I'm really excited about that, because Miss Robin's awesome, and she's a total toy geek too, and Aunt Krista's coming. So this is the first time in a long time that Aunt Krista and I have attended a trade show together. We used to do stationery show together, which is all about stationery and greeting cards. Long story. It's just really, really fun. So I'm going to have two of my besties with me, and hopefully this camera situation that we've got a shotgun mic, so we won't have the issues that we had when we were trying to do interviews at Comic-Con, and it was very hard to hear the person that I was interviewing. So hopefully that will work out, and I also have a backup handheld mic just in case this does not work out. And Miss Robin and I are going to do a lot of field testing this weekend. We're going to go out to public places where it's really loud and record, and if they are at all interesting, I'll post them up here for you. So that's my excitement over Toy Fair and why I love trade shows and why I'm a trade show geek. If you're a trade show geek, please comment down below. Thank you for watching, and yeah, I still don't have an outro. I still don't have a cool tagline for this channel. I wanted it to be I was geek before it was chic, because it's true. I've been a geek since the 70s, because I was born at the end of the 60s, and it was not chic when I was a kid. So maybe my tagline is I was geek before I was chic, but it sounds weird when I say it, right? It looks good in writing, but it's not something I can say. So I think I'm stuck with thank you for watching. Please comment, thumbs up, and subscribe, and I will see you again very soon over on the Mommy and Gracie Show, aka the Gracie and Mommy Show. Thanks for watching, guys. I love you.